Hey guys, Casey here from Lions Den Investments and Reviews. I thought I would just shoot a quick video here, so it's not going to take too long. But this video is on the correction and the dip that we took, okay, just recently in Bitcoin. And I've got some thoughts on that, and I just want to share those with you. I'm here in my house right now, so basically working remote, and yeah, it's boring. So I'm shooting a video and I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts on what I think about all this. Yesterday I shot a video and I was saying that the markets, I was extremely bullish on the fundamentals, okay, of where things are with Bitcoin. I was expecting the price of Bitcoin to probably head higher. And then lo and behold, here we are next day, Friday, and Bitcoin dropped all the way down to 50,000. At one point last night, we got down to around 48,000. Or a little bit below that. And so, a lot of people are wondering if Bitcoin, okay, and is in a bear market. And my answer to that, and I've stood by this all along, is no. And there's a couple of reasons why, okay? So you have the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that I've been talking about, which is the FUD, okay? And we had stuff coming out on Sunday night with the China blackout, and then they were talking about U.S. regulations from the Treasury, okay, on top of all that. And it's just like, you got to take a step back real quick when you're in doubt and zoom out. And I've been looking over the charts over the past like 8 or 9 hours, and I can tell you right now, just from the charts and where all the smart money's going with these big institutions, this bull market is not over. And the reason why is because if you look at where we're at right now on the technicals, Bitcoin right now is sitting around $49,800 to $50,000. Okay, that is a psychological barrier, all right, or a milestone for Bitcoin. And if you've realized, if you look at the charts on the daily and the weekly for Bitcoin, okay, we've had so far since January, actually going back to December, we've had since December to now, we've had 3 different corrections where we're looking at 20 to 34, 35% drops. Okay, we've had 3 of those so far. And if you look at where we're at now with the pullback that we had on Bitcoin, we're only at about 24%. So is this normal in a bull run for Bitcoin? Yes. The answer is yes. And then you got to look at, okay, well, we broke support, okay, and then we got outside that upward channel on Bitcoin. If you look at the daily or weekly charts, we got outside that and we crashed down, and now we're back at a 50,000, 48,000, somewhere around there, right? Well, that's all support, guys. That's where the big institutional money is coming in to buy this stuff up. So you have to keep that in mind when you're looking at technicals, and understand that that's a psychological barrier. Now, if we break below that, okay, and we head down to say like 40,000 or 35,000 or something like that, then yeah, man, we might be looking at the end of a bull run in Bitcoin. But here's the other thing. You've got Ethereum, okay, which as of yesterday, the volume and the price action of Ethereum surpassed that of Bitcoin as Bitcoin was coming down right before Ethereum and altcoins started getting pulled down with it. And a lot of people are like, well, what caused all that, right? What caused it was the fact they were talking about with Biden and the tax plan, of him jacking the tax rates up to 39.6%. Okay, so that's double where they are right now. But it hasn't passed through Congress. That is not official. It has to go into law first off. And if it's not going through law, then you don't have anything to worry about. And even if it does pass through law, this 39.6% tax rate is applied to people who make over $1 million. Okay, so it's applied towards the rich. So if you got $1 million, yeah, you're gonna have to pay more. And it's not just in cryptos. This affects everything from cryptos to stocks to probably not real estate, because real estate's treated as property, so it's taxed differently. But you get what I'm saying. Even people holding 401ks or day traders or just corporations that are buying other assets besides digital assets, okay, besides cryptos, you know, it's capital gains, right? So they're going to get taxed at that 39.6%. So there's no, I mean, it doesn't just affect the blockchain space, but that would have to pass through Congress. And the thing is, if it's passed through Congress, it's going to affect those guys as well because they're wealthy, right? And here's the thing: you can't, I don't want to go off too much in the weeds here with what I'm saying, but you cannot push the wealthy class into a position where they feel like they don't have a choice. Because if you do, throughout history, what you'll learn is that the demographics of those people just up and leave the country, okay? Including, you know, people who are in charge of making these laws, because they're part of the wealthy. They're part of that 1% class of people that hold all the assets. So I don't think that's going to fly. And honestly, I think that everything that we've heard so far is just FUD. And that's why it's dropping the price of Bitcoin. And if you pay attention to Bitcoin, and they're dropping the price exactly to the same prices where they're coming in buying it up on the last dips. So that to me is still extremely bullish, and it aligns right there with my fundamentals that I give you on my channel. And so I just wanted to shoot a video on my thoughts with where we are right now, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's like I always say, like, we could go up, we could go down. You can't predict the markets. Nobody can 100%. And if anybody ever tells you they can predict the markets, don't listen to them. Just run the other way. You know what I mean? Like, get away from them. And that's what I'm doing here, is I want to shoot a video and keep this thing authentic. I don't want to be that guy coming out here saying, yeah, Bitcoin's going to 100,000, no doubt, no questions asked, because I don't know. None of us know. And I want to come out here and reassure you guys that I'm pretty sure this is FUD. But, you know, on the flip side of that, if Bitcoin does decide to hit like certain numbers, then my plan would change at that point. But we're not there yet. So, you know, like I said, have strong hands. People are going to try to shake you, especially the big institutions. And right now, like I said, if you follow the smart money, they're buying this stuff up right now for pennies on the dollar. Okay, I'm talking about Goldman Sachs, GreyScale. GreyScale actually just added $1 billion to their Bitcoin holdings, if that tells you anything. So, like I said, have strong hands. You want to be a lion, fear nothing. And with that said, I will talk to you guys here next week. Have a good weekend.